Hi, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and Cheezy Flick sent over Robot Monster. This is a 1953 movie starring George Nader, Claudia Barnett, Selena Royal, John Mylong, Gregory Moffat, and Pamela Paulson. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole cast. It's kind of a really odd movie. In fact, I believe that this actually made a couple of lists. The guy that ran the Razzies, or started the Razzies, or whatever, I believe he put out a top 100 or top 50 worst movies of all time, and this made the list. Now I watched it, and it's not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not the best movie I've ever seen. This little boy named Johnny is out in the wilderness, desert, call it what you want. And he's with his sister, and he's playing, Space Ranger, ray gun, he's got a ray gun, he's got a helmet on, and little girl's like, I want to play house. And he's like, well, after we're done playing, Spaceman, Space, whatever. And she's like, I want to play house, Well, whatever. They're wandering around. They come across this cave, and there's these two gentlemen, George Nader and the other guy, John Mylong. And John Mylong kind of sounds like Bela Lugosi in a way. That he's got like a thick accent. But they're archaeologists, and they're trying to decipher this painting that's on a wall at the cave, and the kid's like really happy, and then all of a sudden the older sister of the two little kids show up, and she has a thing for the assistant to the archaeologist. And then the next thing you know, we never see anything happen to this kid, but the next thing you know, they're showing them all together, and now they're a family. So we're not quite sure what happened. And I remember thinking, this is probably a dream sequence. And it turns out it's kind of like Wizard of Oz at the end, But, so in this sequence, like I said, they're a family, and they're dealing with Robot Monster, Roman, whatever. And they've annihilated everybody on Earth except for these 8 people. And we don't get to see the other 2 people. We get to see 6, but we don't get to see the other 2. Turns out that in the kid's vision or whatever, the two archaeologists are now scientists, and they discovered a cure for all ailments. And they gave everybody in the little family a serum. And so when Roman tried to annihilate everybody on the Earth, their serum stopped it. And it's this whole thing for the next hour or whatever. The movie's only an hour long. Or no, it's 90 minutes. No way. Huh. But it just goes on that Roman keeps on trying to annihilate them, and it's kind of slow in parts, it's kind of tedious in parts. There's a little bit of a titillation, I guess is what you could say. Roman actually tries to rape the older sister, and it's, like I said, it's okay. I would give this 2 chainsaws, maybe 1 3/4 chainsaws out of 4, somewhere in there, I'll leave the link to Cheezy Flicks. You could go there, you could check it out, see what you think. George Nader had a career. The guy that plays the guy that likes the older sister, he had somewhat of a decent career for a while, and then it turned out that he retired from film in 1974 because a scandal was going to come out about him. I don't know what the scandal was. I didn't really look that deep into it, but that's all I know. He just kind of like quit. But the girl that plays the older sister, Claudia Barrett, yeah, she was. Now we're talking about two kids that look like they're probably somewhere between 8 and 10. And then she looks like she's probably in her early 20s, but she was actually 30 when she made this movie. And she also had somewhat of a decent career in the 50s, but she kind of stopped just to have a family or something. But yeah, so Cheezy Flicks, cheezyflicks.com. Go there, check it out. I'm the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.